Breaking news from Tigray. Another breaking news about Tigray conflict. Ethiopian government officially just a few minutes ago claimed that a plane had been shot down. The plane was carrying weapons for Tigray forces. Several questions are unanswered. Where was this plane shot down? Who owns this plane? Because Tigray government has no planes. What was it carrying? Was it carrying weapons? Was it carrying humanitarian aid? And how was it shot down? Was it shot down by Ethiopian aircraft or by a land-based Ethiopian air defense systems? And are there any controversies in the statements shared by Ethiopian government officials about the shooting of this plane? What did Ethiopian government say about shooting down of this plane? Firstly, Ridwan Hussein spoke just a few minutes ago. Ridwan Hussein is Ethiopian National Security Advisor. A few months ago, he was appointed National Security Advisor. He replaced Gado under Gacho. And he is a member of Ethiopian Committee of Negotiators as well, 7-member committee which Ethiopian government formed a few weeks ago to start talks with Tigray representatives. And he's top man when it comes to security because he is National Security Advisor. What did he say? He said that Ethiopian forces explained to him that a plane carrying weapons for TPLF had been shot down. And the plane belonged to Ethiopia's historic enemies, which have been working to weaken Ethiopia. I think in his tweet there is mention of Mekelle as well. The plane was unloading weapons at Mekelle, or it was due to unload weapons at Mekelle. But head of operations of Ethiopian National Defense Force made a little different claim. His name is Tesfaye Iyaleo. He talked to Ethiopian state media about this incident. And he is claiming that the plane was shot down when it tried to enter Ethiopian Air Force of Ethiopian airspace from Sudan and close to Humera, to the north of Humera town, which is on Sudan-Ethiopia border. The plane was shot down. Now there are several questions unanswered in these claims made by Ridwan Hussein and Tesfaye Iyaleo. Firstly, Ridwan Hussein is saying the plane was shot down. It was unloading weapons for Mekelle at Mekelle. Tesfaye Iyaleo is saying the plane entered Ethiopian airspace from Sudan. It was shot down. So where was this plane actually shot down? No clarity. Firstly. Secondly, Ridwan said the plane belongs to Ethiopian historical enemies. What does he mean? He's not naming any country, but it means that he's implying that the plane belongs to Egypt or Sudan, because we know that in recent months and years, tensions have been rising between Egypt and Ethiopia, Sudan and Ethiopia. Ethiopia accuses Egypt that it is, and Sudan as well, that they are backing armed groups on their soils. And they're involved in creating law and order situations, disorder in Ethiopia. So without naming anyone, Ethiopia seems to be implying that Ethiopia is implying that the plane belonged to Egypt or Sudan. Secondly, how was it shot down? No explanation. Was it shot down by some Ethiopian jet, or was it shot down by some ground-based air defense system? And is there any picture, video of the strike available? If the plane was shot down, definitely its debris fell somewhere. Did it fall in Tigray or in Sudan or in Ethiopia? Because the area Humera is close to the border, Ethiopia, Sudan, Ethiopia, Ethiopia border. So no clarity again. There are several questions regarding this claim made by Ethiopian government, but it's not a claim of some activist. It's a claim made by top man in Ethiopia in charge of security. So you cannot just reject it as a false claim. But more evidence is needed to substantiate this claim. That shows the gravity of the situation, viewers, that it's not just fighting on one front as is being reported since this morning. No, it's not fighting on just southern front. It's a full-blown war now. Ethiopian Air Force is involved. Ethiopian all forces, regional federal forces are involved. Question is, what is going to be the response of Sudan and Egypt, especially Sudan? Sudan is being accused that from its airspace, a plane entered Ethiopian airspace. So in coming hours, we could see a statement from Sudan. Sudan must clarify what is happening. Did any plane from its territory enter Ethiopia, enter Western Tigray? What about UN humanitarian flights? Do they move along this route? Sudan, Western Tigray, Humera route? I don't think so. I think UN flights do not fly along this route. This route is not used by them. UN flights, WFP flights, they arrive in Mekelle. All the flights of WFP, of other aid agencies, they have arrived in Mekelle. Could there be a possibility that this plane was carrying humanitarian aid? If the plane has been shot down over or close to Mekelle, there could be a possibility that it was a humanitarian flight. But if it has been shot down over Western Tigray, over Humera, then there is no possibility of this plane carrying humanitarian aid for Tigray. But still, several questions remain. Maybe in coming hours, if more details are shared, we'll try to update you. And secondly, Ethiopian National Defense Force in a statement today claimed that its all corps commanders are prepared to counter internal and external threats. Just an hour ago, Ethiopian National Defense Force released this statement. And ENDF claimed that around 2 weeks ago, Tigray Defense Force started mobilization of its forces towards western part, towards Volkite and other territories. And since then, Ethiopian National Defense Force has been on high alert. The war is spreading. It means that the window of opportunity to put an end to this sudden escalation is closing fast. This window of opportunity must be used now. If it goes on for a few hours, if it spreads into other territories, believe me, this war will go on for months. We have been warning for months that a new war was in the making. People said, Sajid, you are fueling conflict. I was warning. I was not fueling conflict. You see what is happening now. People should have taken the statements of Tigray regional government Ethiopian federal government seriously. I have been updating you about each and every development regarding the talks. There was a stalemate, an obvious stalemate, but no one took it seriously, and you see what is happening. Let's see what happens in coming hours. I'll update you after Sudan and Egypt speak regarding this claim made by Ethiopian government. Thank you for watching.